United States U.S. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth announced Friday, October 3, 2025, that a ship suspected of transporting drugs was struck by a missile in international waters near the Venezuelan coast. The attack killed at least 4 people, all men. This incident, the fourth in recent weeks, highlights President Donald Trump's increasingly unconventional use of U.S. military force, including in counter-drug operations. This attack was launched against a ship carrying large quantities of drugs bound for America to poison our people. These attacks will continue until the attacks on the American people are completely over. He wrote again on X. Hegseth also released a nearly 40-second video showing a small boat moving at sea before being hit by projectiles. A massive explosion occurs when the shots hit the hull of the boat, sinking it instantly. He asserted that U.S. intelligence had evidence, beyond a reasonable doubt, that the boat was carrying drugs and described the 4 people on board as narco-terrorists. However, Hegseth did not specify the type or quantity of drugs allegedly on board. Trump also commented on the attack. Without providing evidence, he claimed the ship was carrying enough drugs to kill 25,000 to 50,000 people. Counter-drug operations at sea are typically the responsibility of the Coast Guard. The U.S. is not an active military force. However, this week, the Pentagon notified Congress that Trump has designated the U.S. as engaged in a non-international armed conflict against drug cartels. The document is said to be the legal basis for the direct use of military force in the Caribbean. Several former military lawyers have questioned the legitimacy of this approach. They argue that killing suspected drug traffickers at sea, rather than capturing and prosecuting them, is inconsistent with international law of war. Trump even said he was considering the option of attacking drug cartels, invading overland, something that is expected to spark new legal debate. The U.S. is currently increasing its military presence in the southern Caribbean. Reportedly, there are 8 U.S. warships with thousands of Marines and sailors, 1 nuclear-powered submarine, and F-35 fighter jets stationed in Puerto Rico. Although there have been several similar attacks in the past, the U.S. government has never released the identities of the victims or details of the cargo of the vessels struck. Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro has repeatedly accused Washington of using the drug issue as a pretext to remove him from power. Last August, the U.S. even doubled its bounty offer to $50 million United States dollars, approximately Rp 800 billion, for anyone who provides information that could lead to Maduro's arrest. Washington accuses him of involvement in an international narcotics and criminal network, charges Maduro continues to deny.